everyone, so we're going to be looking at how we can create this README file on an actual GitHub profile. So this is something that you can get, you only get one per GitHub account, and this is going to be showing at the top of your GitHub profile. So whenever they land on your channel on GitHub, right above all this other activity and everything that others see, it'll be right at the top, and it's something that you can actually customize yourself, all within a readme.md file. So let's look at how we can create these, and they can even link to your YouTube channel, your portfolio website, anything you'd like. So let us go here. You can see here I have a readme.md file, and essentially you can add just code, and you can also use some sort of supplementary syntax as well for MD files. But there's also actually a few sites that I'm going to share with you that will actually help create these different icons or styles for you to decorate your profile. So let me go to my main account. So this is the Monica Such Education. I don't have one yet on this profile. You can see here there's nothing at the top, it's empty. So what I want to do now is I just want to click the plus sign and then new repository. And in order to just create this, all you have to do is just rename it just the name of your GitHub account, which is msuch education for me. So msuch education. So now that I have this here, you even see here something pops up and it says it is a special repository that you can add a readme.md to your GitHub profile. Make sure it is public and initialize it with the readme to get started. Okay, so it says initialize with a readme file in the repository, so just checkmark this part right here. So as long as this is checkmarked and this is public, then it should work. So let's click Create Repository. And you can see here we get a default template, just says hi there. And if we go to our actual profile, you can see here at the top now we have something that says hi there. So now we can start customizing this readme.md file. You can just pretty much do it directly on GitHub, so just click that pencil icon. And right here, there is a bunch of different ways that we can stylize this. So this is just a bunch of comments here. It wasn't showing to the public, but something that it looks like it's just giving us hints as to what we can do. So I could say something like maybe my name is Monica. Please check out all of my projects and skills. Something like this. And now what we can do is we can start stylizing it in a way that just makes sense to us. So I'm going to share with you a few different sites that are actually really interesting. So there is this site right here, Quick Start Writing on GitHub for README files. It even gives you like ways of just stylizing your README file. So you can set up maybe a picture if you want, and then you can set up one in dark mode or light mode depending how your settings, well actually the person's settings is set up. It can show different images. And what we got here, I'm going to do something easy for right now. Let me try. This looks like some sort of chart here. So I'm just going to try pasting it in here. It says rank top skills. Let's just put something like that. I could put JavaScript. I guess I'll just have to manually make this look pretty. HTML, CSS, So something like this, we can save it. Go down here, we have to commit changes, so adding a table example, commit changes. Okay, let's see, does it show up? Let's go here. Okay, so it looks like it is not showing up. So let me see here. So let me edit this and double check here. Okay, I see. Because it's in the comment section, that's why it didn't work. So I'm going to take that out of the comment section. I have to paste it under here. And now save it. Adding a chart. Commit changes. And there we go. So we got a nice little chart here that is automatically generated for us. And let's try a few more things here. I'm going to try this one right here. It looks like there's like a drop down menu. So let's try the drop down menu. There's a details and a summary and then your table in here. So maybe if I do this, put the table in here, my top skills, okay. So let's put adding drop down example. So it says here, hi there, my name is Monica, please check out all of my projects and skills. Okay, my top skills, let's click on the arrow. Okay, perfect. So it has this little drop down here, which automatically does it for us. So you can stylize it any way you like. Let's see what else we could find here. So let's see. So I also have this other site here. I'm going to share with you guys in the comments section. And this is actually an area where we can stylize and create all these different, looks like they're called shields here. It's kind of like badges. It's a badge. So it's something we can customize and give it a little more color for our project. Okay, so let's try stylizing this a bit nicer now. So I'm just going to edit this file right here. And instead I'm going to just make this a little bit more organized. So what I could do here, instead of having this as heading tags, I could put these as H2 tags. And I'll just say, hello, I'm Monica Such, and then I will, in the heading here, I will align center. We can add some CSS directly inside it in order for this to work. And if you want to put the little hand wave, you can put the image src. Actually, you don't even need it. So I'm just going to save it like this, align center. Hello, my name is Monica. And I'm just going to remove some of this, or I'll just keep it there so you guys could see it. I'm going to just add some different links to different channels. So I'm going to add a P tag. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to align it all center. And what I'll do is href is equal to, so I'm just going to, let's say for example I have my YouTube channel that I want to reference. So what I could do is I'm just going to go to my YouTube channel. I'm just going to go to my YouTube channel here. So this is my YouTube channel right here. I'm going to grab this URL and then I'm going to paste it right here on the href. And what I want to do next is I could also add this one thing. Let me just check here. Okay, a little cheat sheet that I found. It's like here on the YouTube channel, you can put a question mark and then you can put sub underscore confirmation equals to 1. And then that'll bring a pop-up if the user wants to subscribe to you. And then I will just do this. I'll add a closing tag as well. And in between here, this is where I'm going to add the image. The image is going to actually have to come from Shields. So Shields is where we're going to actually create that YouTube icon so people know that they should subscribe to the channel. So let me see here, social. And here there's like, so I'm just going to click on the subscribers one. I just want to leave it like this. I think this is enough. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to copy badge URL. So it copied it. I'm going to go back over here. And then I could go over here, alternative, I could put YouTube channel title equals, again, I could just put Monka's Tech Education, and then src is equal to, let's put this style, okay, let me just double check here. I think what I could do is I could try doing this style right here that I found online. So let me just remove this part here. I'm going to try replacing it with this entire part. And I'm going to just commit the changes and test it out. Adding a YouTube link. Okay, that's good, but I don't want it to be green. Okay, I see. I copied the wrong one, so let me copy it from the right place. So let me edit it again, so it's not green. It should be like a reddish color. Okay, changing YouTube icon color. Commit changes. Alright, perfect. So now we got this subscribe button at the top, and you can add links to different portfolios that you like, different links. So let me see what else we can add here as well. Another thing we can add is, let's add a section for technologies and tools. So I'm gonna edit this again. I'm just going to delete this old stuff just because I kind of want it to be nice and organized so I don't have a bunch of stuff in here. Or at least I will hide it here in the comment section because I really don't need it right now. I want to just make it nice. I'll make it H2 and close that H2, and then we got it there. And I can make this technologies and tools heading. You can put an icon if you want there as well. And what I'll do is I'll wrap that in a paragraph tag. There's a really cool thing here that we could do is actually we can organize all of this to search within our actual program. So let me actually try it out. Href is equal to whatever our GitHub is. Okay, so something like this, the URL pathway, something like this, and then whatever your username is. So my username is msucheducation. And then what I could do is plus language and then %3a. I'm not sure if I have, let me see if I have repositories that are Python related. Okay, I don't. Let me see, how about Java? HTML, CSS, Next.js. Okay, so I'll just make it Next.js so we could search for that. So what I could do is here in this code right here, I will then put the language of, I'm going to search for this keyword, which is Next.js. And then I'm going to add image tag. And this alternative, it'll say next.js. And then I will add a src. I will add a src is equal to, and I'm going to have to add a badge of for Next.js. So if I go over here, and then I just go to, let me see, other. There might not be one for Next.js, so I'll have to double check. Sign developer. Languages. So I'm just trying to check if there's anything on Next.js. Okay, right here we got Next.js, so we do have next-black. So we can actually copy this last bit right here, and then if I go back to the code right here, src, okay, I could just add it to here for now, and I could go back over to shields, and where there is an endpoint right here, and I could just add this right there, and then /. So we got this image shields.io badge, and then whatever icon we want, I have next This is the Next.js icon, and it'll give the stylizing color for it as well. So now we can save it, Next.js icon. And you can see right here it says technologies and tools. So let me click on it. So when someone clicks on it, what it does, let's see at the top. So it says 28 repositories, all results on GitHub. So you can see right here actually, it's automatically searching for the projects that are on Next.js. So this is actually great if you are applying to jobs and you want to allow someone to filter through all of the projects quickly and easily. With this README.md file, it automatically generates this with your code that you set up. So you can set up all these technologies and tools that you know, and then you can filter out based on the projects you've saved on your GitHub as to what it should automatically search for when they click on that icon. So I'm going to leave a link to this example file, but also to this page that has all of these different banners that you can use in order to filter through. It'll just help you throughout your entire process.